Well, welcome to Say So, because it matters. This is a little different, don't you think? So here's the thing. I am actually going to put a group of videos together to share with you tonight. It is not the normal programming. It's not the pretend talk show, per se. But what it is me. So, take it or leave it. That's what we're going to get tonight, right? So, we had our granddaughter a little more than usual this week, and that is not a complaint. That is actually, joyous and wonderful. We loved it. We only had to do so. Both her parents had to work. That's why. So, hey, that's okay. We'll take her as much as we can get her. I don't like to take away from her to do recordings and such, so I thought, well, I'll do it Thursday night. It won't be a big deal. No problem. Well, some things came up Thursday, which you'll hear a little bit about in the video yet to come. But it'll be attached to this introduction. So I'm probably not going to record anything specific tonight. I do have a little devotional I want to share with you eventually, and just some news and some what I hope the future of our Thursdays look like together. And do you mean, am I saying I'm going to change something again? Pivot? Yes. Pivot. Just ask Ross. It works every time, the pivot. You just learn. It's trial and error, and you learn as you go, right? And it's obedience to the Lord, and that's what I'm trying to do. But for now, what is following in this video are little videos that I've made throughout my evening. I'm going to put them all in one. Hopefully, this will work out. So you'll see some changes, and my hope is it flows smoothly. But listen, it's okay if it doesn't. We're all friends here, right? So thanks for being here. Okay, so next week we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. Okie dokie. In the meantime, please be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please be sure to share it with your friends if you enjoy it. And please leave me a comment. Hit that thumbs up button. That just gives me a little encouragement to keep on trucking. Okie doke. All right, I think that's it. I think that's all. We are approaching Wood Chopping Festival weekend in Webster County, West Virginia. And I hope that the weather cooperates. I don't know. The forecast isn't looking too great. But listen, we'll hope for the best. And if nothing else, just run on the island and get you something to eat. They have lots of good food vendors. So let's go. 3, 2, 1. I was out and about yesterday, and I was away from my hometown. I was many counties away from my hometown. When I'm out of town, when I'm in town also, but when I'm out of town, I do like to find some of the little local shops, and that's where I like to eat lunch at, or maybe browse around in or whatnot. So I saw this cute little shop, and it had one of the large flags out from its door that said what I thought was bakery. Okay, I saw the B-A-K-E, and I thought it was bakery. The wind was blowing, so I just thought bakery. Super cute little building too. So I stopped in there, and I thought I'll just get me a little sweet treat for lunch, just a little dessert, a little something to take the edge off. So I'm going to take the edge off. So I go in, and I'm like, hello, and immediately when I walk in the door, I realize I am not smelling a sweet treat. I am not smelling chocolate or strawberry or cheesecake or raspberry. I'm not smelling that. No. So I look around, and I look at the signs and the stickers, and I look at the items on display. I'm assuming the sign said baked, not bakery. I don't know, because that was not the treat I was looking for. Not the treat that I was looking for. So I went ahead and left and just went on down the road to Hardee's. Just to an old familiar face, right? I have found myself in a place of frustration more than I have peace. So that's an indicator to me that something's off in me. Something's off. So yesterday I was studying the Word, and I don't know why, but I do know why now, but I was drawn, I believe, by the Holy Spirit to Psalms 23. Familiar passage. We've all heard it, familiar passage. So I was reading through it, and I read through it in different translations. And then I was just drawn into Him being my shepherd, and what a shepherd does for their flock. And I'm not going to go into great detail because as I wanted to share it yesterday, Holy Spirit prompted me and made it clear to me that that was for me. I don't have to share everything that's revealed to me. The time may come that I can do so, but now is not the time. But I want to say this. When you find yourself really frustrated, and when you're frustrated more than you are at peace, when you're angry more than you are at peace, when you're snippy and snappy and just a bit on the unpleasant side, do a little check, do a little internal check. For me, that looks like taking a deep breath and saying, God, something's off in me. Something's off. I don't know what's going on, but you do. And I don't like the way that I'm feeling. I don't like the way I'm responding to people. Something's off. So let's get things back on track. That's like just an example of the prayer I said yesterday. And I added in the prayer yesterday, I do remember this part. I said, God, I don't want to feel like this. I don't like this. And I know that feelings are indicators. They're not dictators. They indicate to me that I need to go to the Lord and figure out what's going on. And I did just that. Now I'm going to tell you that just took place yesterday. Day before yesterday. Today, from about 2 o'clock on, wow, there have been many, many opportunities for frustration and for anger. And actually, one of the opportunities that presented itself brought me to tears. I got in my car and just cried. And as I was crying, I said, God, you are my shepherd. I shall not want. God, you are my shepherd. I lack nothing. God, you are my shepherd. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. They guide me. I'm not in this alone. Nothing's too big for you. So I just wanted to share that part of what I studied day before yesterday to encourage you. Your feelings are indicators. They are not dictators. They're not the boss of you. You take it to the Lord. It doesn't have to be a big fancy, proper prayer. It is literally a surrender. God, something's off me and something's wrong. I don't like it. Help me figure it out, right? And you go to His Word. Even if you're like, when I opened His Word, I didn't know where to go to. I was like, I'm not really sure. I don't know what I'm supposed to be studying. But I opened it, I took a deep breath, and I read a few scriptures, and then there was an unction, there was a prompting in me. Read Psalm 23, and I did, and that's exactly where I needed to be. So, be encouraged. Y'all fight the good fight of faith. We're in it together, and we're going to get through it. We'll get to the other side. Victory belongs to us. Real talk from someone that often gets accused of toxic positivity. I don't know what that is, to be quite honest. But people have told me all the time that that's what I have. I don't believe that's what I have. Let me tell you what I think I have and how I operate, right? It's called the joy of the Lord, and it is my strength. You see, even as a child of God, frustrating things come up, sad things come up, things that anger me occur. I am fresh, and when I say fresh, I mean probably 45 minutes fresh out of a situation. To be honest, I'm still stewing about quite a bit, but it was great frustration to me. It cost me money and time that I cannot get back. So money and time, and the third, which is probably what makes me the most aggravated, is time away from my granddaughter. So those three things, this situation cost me. I did not, I was not pleased with the situation, but I did not take it out on the people involved because none of it was their fault. And the person that I still have to talk to, ultimately, yes, she made a mistake. Like, if there is fault to be found, it would lie with her. She, however, was only operating out of the information she was given. So she did not purposely do this. She didn't cause this situation. Therefore, there's no need to be all frustrated with her. You just give her grace as well, right? So the thing that I'm getting at is, yes, there are times that I get frustrated, and there are times I get mad, and there are times I get sad. And I acknowledge those feelings and I sit in them for a minute. But you know what? They don't get to dictate the rest of my day. They don't get to dictate the outcome of this. They don't get to dictate my attitude, because I'm in control of my attitude. And because I choose to have a good attitude in this situation. And I'm still working to that good attitude. Like I haven't obtained it. I'm not at 100% yet. I'm at a good solid 80%. Not at 100 yet. But here's what I know. I can either stew and waller in the frustration and the anger and what didn't go right and let it suck the joy and suck the opportunity for fun and laughter out of this evening. Or I can make a choice with my attitude to be like, you know what? It didn't work out. It didn't work out. I'm frustrated, and I actually cried when I got back in my car. So yeah, I mean, I felt all the feels, but they don't get to boss me around. I'm making the choice to realize there's nothing I can do about it. It is out of my control. It is over. It's done. It is what it is. So at this time, I'm making the choice to trust, because God doesn't waste anything. As I prayed to Him already, and I have already prayed to Him, that He'll redeem this evening. I'll get some time with my granddaughter. Not as long, but I'll have about an hour with her before she has to leave. He sees what I was out as far as my expense and such. He sees that. I gave it to him. Said, God, I need some help in this area. He will provide. And so I get to choose to shift my attitude and to shift my perspective. And I don't think that's toxic. I think that's very healthy. I think that gives my body relief from all of the anger and frustration. It frees up the rest of my evening so that I can enjoy what's left of it. I think that's the way I choose to live and will continue to live. It's much lighter. It's less heavy. It doesn't change what happened. No, it happened. What happened, happened. But it's over. It can't make it better. It can't make it right if I just stew and waller and cry and carry on all evening. No. None of that will have any type of impact for the good on me. Not physically, not mentally, not on those around me. So I'm making the choice to let it go. I gotta let it go. Now, after that little talk that I just did into the camera for whatever social media I share this with, I have boosted. I'm at a good 82% now. I'm almost at 100% over it. To add to the video that I just posted about my attitude, listen to what just happened. I clicked off just a few minutes after that. A truck pulled right out in front of me. Saw me coming, saw me. We made eye contact. I know that it saw me. Pulled right out in front of me. It's going significantly slower than I was. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know. I do know. I don't know why I said I didn't know, because I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to follow this truck till the opportunity presents itself for me to get around it or it pulls over. That's it. That's all I have control over. So there'd be no need for me to hit my steering wheel or beat my horn or to flip any birds, or there'd be no need to get all worked up. It will not change the fact that he pulled out in front of me. Now, on a plus, we're all safe, right? His careless actions could have led to something much worse. We're all safe. So, go plug along. Who knows? Maybe going slower will protect me from something that I don't know is on down the road. Again, it's your attitude. It is your perspective. It is in your control on how you handle things. That does not mean that the feelings aren't there. It doesn't mean that the situation is all rainbows and butterflies. No, it just means life is too short to get all upset and to stay all upset all the time. I'm just not going to partner with that. Now I'm at a good 85%, almost over it. And just a friendly reminder, for my birthday celebration, this year's gift will go to Levi Bragg and his family. So my goal that I'm praying about and I have set is no less than $1,000, right? So we have until mid-August to get that to them. If you aren't familiar with who Levi Bragg is, go to the episode before this. I did an interview with him. Phenomenal guy, full of faith. He's been diagnosed with ALS, and he is walking out this journey truly with the joy of the Lord as his strength. I mean, that is the only way I know to describe him. His episode, I titled it Resilient Faith, because that was immediately what I took away from it, you know. So anyways, if you have any monetary donations between now and the mid-August, and you can always make more than one, I accept Facebook Pay, Venmo, and PayPal. All of that will be in the show description. And it's not really hard to find. Everything is just Max said again. So anyways, again, if you're not familiar with what I do for my birthday, I like to have my birthday party online and in public. And what that means is I raise money to give to other people that might be just in challenging circumstances, whether it be because of an event that occurred, maybe a diagnosis, whatever. And I pray about who that's going to be. And this year, as I prayed about it, it was made very clear to me that Levi Bragg and his family could very much benefit from the monies. You know, he drives all the way to Huntington. I think it's monthly, maybe weekly or so, for treatments and medications. And then medications, of course, have an expense. And their income was impacted when he was medically retired from the military. Now, as he says in the video, they're doing fine. Everything is fine. But listen, if you have even had a fraction of some sort of illness in your family, you realize that a little extra money comes in really handy. So I'd like to just bless their socks off. Alrighty, let's go. And no donation is too small. I've had people send me $5, $10, $15, like in the past when I've done this. All of it adds up. I have been the person when people are raising money that sometimes can only have $5 or $10 to give. That is just as important as the person giving $100 or $500. Like, all of it matters. Yeah.